Welcome to my Super Smash Bros. Challenge. We are trying to finish World of Light in hard mode and we just unlocked the darkness area, which is going to be really cool. So today's plan is to go through this little new area and finish up. But first, let's see what's in the spirit board. Kind of excited seeing what's in the spirit board. Okay. We're looking for Sudowoodo. And he's not there, so we don't really care about those ones. We're not trying to grind out all the spirits. There's really no need to for us. But what we are trying to clear is the old nodes in World of Light. Hard mode. Hopefully the darkness area isn't rough. Okay, let me just make sure that audio is good. Okay, we're good. Alright, so we were going north. That was the plan from yesterday. If you didn't see yesterday's video, it is on my YouTube channel. Otherwise, if this is the first time seeing my channel, welcome. Hopefully you enjoy today. Oh, they're all dark spirits. How about that? I don't know if we got the right spirit on, but we're gonna try and clear this in Godspeed. I think that it should only take 20 hours to clear the water light mode, but for me, it's taken well above that to try and finish this mode. And the reason for that is these spirit battles. Oh, please don't. Okay, just jump, Link. Baited. As they say, baited. Cool. These are very uncomfortable today. It's alright, cool. Bridge of Elden King Bublin. When King Bublin is flinching after being attacked, something happens. I didn't catch the rest of it to know what happens. Okay, alrighty. Oh, wait up. You know what we should do? Do we care about these dudes? I don't know. We'll see. Maybe they'll finish. Yeah, they're still going. We'll keep them going. 2 days, I guess. 2 days to level up. It's kind of long. Oh, I just remembered. We need SP. You know how you get SP? You do this. You do this every 2 hours. But I mean, I don't do it every 2 hours. I just do it when I feel like it. As you can see, not too bad. 600. I guess we should do it. Get ready for tomorrow. But let's put some bad spirits there. That's why we leveled up these dudes. Hopefully they bring back something good. Good luck, fellas. May your journey bring us back some rewards. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Alright. I mean, we should do the jungle too. Find snacks and more. Yeah, we don't care about that. Okay. I got some new stuff. I felt a sneeze coming. Alright, sorry. We got some new stuff. I've unlocked Akira outside of stream. He was in the spirit board. Fist attack is up. Not sure what that exactly will do. And I also got Gigamat. I don't know. It could be a risk just leveling them. I got Zagreus. He's in this game. Who'd have thought? But let's finish up leveling off this dude. I want to see what he levels into. Alrighty. Wow, look at that. Hades' final form, trade-off attacks. That is insane. Start battle 30% damage and higher attack power. That's probably not a bad one to level. That could be one of my better blues. See, that's why we need to do that SP thing. We run out. Okay, cool. Let us move to the next area. I did say record time, but I'm getting lost. Alright. This reminds me of Path of Exiles for some reason, this area. Though it came out well before Path of Exiles 2 did. Alright. Trevor Belmont. Do what you do best. Give me 1 second. I need to move my camera up. That's where we belong.
Ready,
Axel.
go!
Cool. Alright, now that I've damaged that dude, I'm going for this guy. I'm looking at his health and I'm seeing how much damage do I do when I cheese him. And it looks like I do a stack load.
Victory!
Give me 1 second. I'll be back soon. We'll keep playing. Hey Parody, how you going? Sorry, 1 second. I'll turn my camera back on. I started stream, but then my nose started itching. I think I'm all good. I kind of like this like darkness area. All the maps look kind of cool. Look at the moon in the background. That's actually pretty accurate. I own a telescope. Their actual moon does have that crater on it. All fine for you, all fine for me too. I was just crying that VDX has quit Tekken 8, that's all. I wasn't. Don't want to share your scratch with us? I mean, not really, not particularly. I mean, I'm fine with you, to be honest. I'm more concerned about the YouTube viewer that would have to watch me scratch my nose. Dr. Stewart, our new master, hey?
Ready, go!
I'm not sure we need a new master. I feel like we got the good ones in the World of Light. This is an old school game background. Do you remember that racing game? I actually played that racing game a couple of times. I wasn't very good at it, but I remember playing it. I respect V for doing that. I don't really have any like opinion on him. I mean, if he doesn't like the game, he doesn't like the game, right? That's the message there. He still has to make content for it though, because it's like his community is that. I'm actually not sure that Tekken is a defensive game though. I think I don't think, if we think about how many people are in the Tekken community, there's way more people, casuals, than there are pros. And I'm assuming they don't change this stuff for the benefit of pros. They're probably changing it so that they can sell the product more, you know? I'm not sure that the pros should be the loudest voices in the room. Like, when I think about a video game, I want a video game to be fun. And when I think of a fighting game, do you like a fighting game that is defensive or a fighting game that's fun? Or should I say, do you get a fighting game to defend all the time? Or do you get a fighting game to attack all the time? If this game was majority defense, I would not like that game. Now, there are people in the world that love those type of games. They want to sit here and be in a block animation the whole time. And then read something so they know when to react, you know? I'd rather just press buttons and try and beat this dude, move around, dodge, have some freedom. And I think there's like a large amount of those Tekken pros that obviously like the defense side of Tekken, and they don't like the casual side of Tekken. But unfortunately, casuals pay the developers. You need a healthy mix. You know, you need both. Street Fighter 6 did it well, but they have less like complexity than Tekken. So they got both sides. Pros want to play it and casuals want to play it. People want to get good at the game. Win-win. So I don't know, I think they're gonna not get, it's not gonna be Tekken 7, it's not gonna be Tekken 8. There's gonna be a middle ground that's gonna get achieved in time. And the devs are trying to work that out, I think. Wow, this Dr. Mario is kind of broken. I might quit. This guy's too broken. Hey, Krathers. Nah, seriously, we gotta quit this game. We're not playing this game anymore. It's too broken. I'm just kidding. Anyone that's not in the Tekken community is not gonna get that joke, but that's what they pretty much are saying about Tekken right now. Let me go read the comments. The mad hate. The mad hate. I just found a small Russian streamer with 180,000 prowess. Couldn't understand a word, but beat him. Wow. You challenged him? Toxic got the shield greenies. Hey, I'm a gacha player back in the old days. We shield the hell out of our games. I don't know if that's an offensive word, but I don't think it is. If it is, I apologize. I think it's just a word to describe that you are trying to line the you're speaking highly positive about a game because either your career depends on it or you want to get the developers to sponsor you. In which case, both of those don't apply to me. But I don't want to offend people. I'm gonna go to my Russian friends. Fine, Parody, be like that. Just know that when you come back, I'll still be here waiting for you. Oh, why did I do that? You're doing good, Krathus? That's excellent. You're spot on again, though Parody was first. Parody surprised us. He must have got the time wrong. No, just kidding. You're practicing your Korean backdash at the moment? You know, I practiced a little bit more after the yesterday's stream. My key is do it very, very slowly and make sure you do the inputs absolutely 100% correct. Because I found when I started doing that, I started being able to speed it up a little bit, but I still can't execute it. I can do the inputs now clean, but I can't do it fast enough yet. Oh, you sent a message before stream? To who? Like, if we're talking Discord, I barely open that. If we're talking YouTube, I didn't get it. I just had to check then. Toxic confirmed being paid by Harada. Harada says don't ask him for sheet, as he says. Oh wow, we're up to the boss. This is sneaky boss. Oh, welcome to the world of darkness. My key, I think I summed it up yesterday. You can't focus on one game. You gotta play multiple games, you know? You gotta have multiple grinds going on, and then you don't care if one game's just kind of not delivering, because you know by the time you've gone through your other games content, the one that you're having issues with probably fixed. But I've had years and years and years of a game called Black Desert Online, which just for generations and generations constantly did not follow what the community wanted. All they wanted was to line their back pockets at those devs. And it was fine. What they did well, but they weren't prepared to invest in massive changes. All they cared about is selling new characters. So I don't know. I'm not saying Tekken's like that, but I've experienced that. So Tekken's nothing compared to that. Holy dooly. Varney's come back again. Wow. Varney for the win. Thanks, Varney. I appreciate that. I was wondering who might... Even after me slamming Tekken? If that's what you guys want, I'll slam it more. No, just kidding. That's awesome. Thanks for showing me the resubscribe, and thank you for resubscribing. I don't really have anything special for a resubscribe, though. It's been a month already. Yeah, I know. And you're still, like, willing to invest in this stream. That's really appreciated. You will, like, keep this engine growing, right? The resubs. That must mean the... Oh, I'm not going to say anything. I'll keep my mouth quiet. If you didn't have the first badge, I've got to charge the card. I mean, you don't have to parody. I did see that for a second. I was like, that means the others need to. Oh, wait up. Parody didn't like my Tekken talk, so he's like, nope. No, it's fine, Parody. It's make your own mind up. All I know is that Varney's getting special treatment now. Varney's gets that care package. He gets the special like coupon deals. When we're trying to when we got deals with like gamer subs, Varney's gets the code first, you know, all that kind of stuff that I don't offer. If you'd say 10 bad sentences about Tekken 8, I'll do 3 months. See, now you're trying to make me sell myself and go against my values there, Parody. You can wait. You can subscribe every month. I don't need to be your monkey and jump. Do I get to keep my first badge when my Prime sub runs out? I'm not sure on that. You could gamble or you could keep your Prime sub going. That's really your choice, Kratos. Are you willing to risk it? That's the thing. Varney wasn't. Varney was keeping that thing up. I feel like that's a healthy competition now. 10 bad sentences about Tekken 8. Like, I could never do that. Harada would never forgive me. You know what? I just realized something. We just beat that boss. That was a kind of a good boss to fight. We have just finished the 6th boss of the 16 bosses in this game. So let's do it the proper honors. Just for Varney, we'll cross it out in the color blue because he didn't ask for that. There we go. Nice and neat. Cool, I guess we got Marks next. I figured it might be quicker, but there are more bosses in this area. Let me make sure I do this though. Last time I left that up. Alright, on to the next one. I mean, it charged my card, so... Oh yeah, true. Yeah, it does instantly redo it, so... You can refund it, by the way, but I'm not sure on like Twitch's terms and conditions on that. It's not in my control. But if you made an honest mistake, I'm sure they can sort that out. But we don't refund donations. I'll be away for a few minutes. All good. I'll keep it going, but I gotta wait till it ends before aging it again, I think. Oh yeah, for sure. When I have a Prime sub, let me think. I think you might keep it. I think you might keep the first badge. I think it goes to the first people, regardless if they keep. That's why it's so rare, I'm pretty certain, because like someone could take it, unsubscribe, and then no one can never replace it, I think. I don't think that's the case. Unless it's always just the first 25. But it'll end eventually, I guess. I mean, you got that old mod badge, right? Oh, rip. I think we need a new spirit. What can I do? It's fine though. Was that a legit mistake though, Varney? Blue. See, I appreciate it, but I mean, if people don't want to be subbed and accidentally subbed, that doesn't feel so good, you know what I mean? I would prefer people that actually want to be subbed so they feel like they didn't waste their money. But it does do like indirect things for me. Because like, I'm here every day, grinding, essentially. So those things kind of show, okay, keep it up, you know? That's what it means, keep it up. You know, it may be in time. It keeps the dream alive. That's what's essentially you're doing. Every time you guys do that, it gives me the hope to keep it going, if that makes sense. Without that, who knows? Maybe I won't do it anymore, you know what I mean? I just hope for like your guys' sakes I can grow it further, right? Anyway, now that we had our discussion on that finance side, Alright. I think I'm gonna go for this dude. That's gonna beat him, right? The golden hammer. That's so broken compared to that. I think I can't auto redo prime sub anyway. Yeah, I'm pretty certain you might not lose the first one. I wouldn't worry about the first badge anyway. My normal badges are pretty sick anyway. Plus, I think it's more important being there's people that pay the first but don't go in the stream. So when I first used to stream, I used to do Overwatch. This is like the first channel I ever had, right? The one that closed down. And there was a person that didn't watch me at all. They rocked up to my first affiliate session, dropped 10 subs off the bat, which nice, but then they never showed up again. And I think it was because they were trying to like buy, you know, some people think I'll support this person in case they grow, you know what I mean? They have that kind of mentality. And I think there was a little bit of that in that, or I'll be the first so that, you know, I notice the people that are here that do that and then are here, if that makes sense. I'm not the type that gets impressed by people just trying to like buy the friendship, if that makes sense. So what I'm trying to say is, even if you guys lost your first badge for whatever reason, you know, life happens, right? The fact that you guys are watching most of my streams, even you, Varney, I see your stats. That's something you don't forget, you know? Now, if I was trying to line my wallet, I wouldn't say any of that. I'd be like, nah, whoever's the oiler. I was thinking about what kind of community I want to make. And I kind of like how our community is going. I find that on the internet, there's not many safe... There's a lot of safe places, but there's also a lot of, like, unsafe places. And I kind of like how our community is relatively safe, you know? We don't have people coming in causing too much problems. So I want to keep grinding that out and growing that. Be like a positive environment as opposed to, like, a scary, negative... that internet-y environment, which in Twitch there's a lot of that side. There's a lot of the old the negative side. So we can get more people like that. Let's go over this way. The girlfriend was wondering what the hell I was doing when practicing the Korean backdash in the living room. You were doing the Korean backdash in real life, or you were meaning on Tekken? I just see you backdashing in real life, just like trying to backdash. I think I got it. While I was playing Tekken. Don't you worry, I'll sub until you reach God in Tekken. Oh, that's cool. I appreciate that. That's a long time though, Varney. You're here for the journey here. I wondered what your motivation was. I mean, once I hit God, there's still a grind after that, Varney. That'll be interesting to see where we're at when we're at hit God. I feel like at God, I can actually start making how to play Tekken videos. Kind of opens up your ability to expand out with your video options, particularly on YouTube. How-tos are way more easier to make than commentary stuff, reporting stuff. Or she sees my character glitching, backing away over and over again. She was like, what is that you're doing? You telling me that I don't have to pay to get friends, lol? No, Varney, you don't. You can start how to play videos at Tekken God and above. Yeah, pretty much, right? At that point, I think I'll actually understand. But you know what lets it down a little bit? The fact that people are bad-mouthing that game so much, so they'll just discredit anyone that knows how to play in the current environment. Let's not forget, the current game is Tekken, you know? But they'll be like, oh, you play easy Tekken. I remember when Tekken used to be hard. I bet there'll be that happening, right? So people won't take your skills seriously regardless, right? That's the bit I'm not super huge on. That's like, these people by their comments are indirectly hammering people that actually want to continually play the game. You know? They're essentially saying, okay, if you're a God of Destruction in Tekken 8 Season 2, you're not a true Tekken player. Like, you don't really know how to play Tekken because the whole game's skewed towards the casual, is what they're saying. I don't think I agree with that. I don't think they should put a whole thing on a community like that, indirectly. I did notice that the Steam DB stats have stayed an average of 7,000 players a day. That's been the same for months, so players haven't actually left yet. I think there's like probably 1% of people that play that game are pros or content creators, like legit content creators, not like me. And then the rest of people just want to enjoy the game. Sure, if they want to fix things that are not quite good, like if they stuffed up some frame data on a character where that character is doing things that kind of make it difficult for everybody, then okay, cool. But if they want to change the game where you have to defend the majority of the time, because that's what Tekken 7 was like, I don't know about that. That clearly didn't work for sales. Street Fighter 6 is beating Tekken in the stats, right? So they're trying to reclaim their title, and they got to take risks to do that, right? I don't think going back to Tekken 7 will do that. I think that will keep the current people happy, but it doesn't bring in new people. And it's already a game that's considered too hard for a newbie to start, right? The last game I played where it was too hard for newbies to start, they had to start buffing the newbies, all right? Which ticked off the like veterans, because the veterans had to work there like to work to get it. But what was happening when they weren't doing that is the game was dying out, you know? Maybe that's what they're trying to fix with Tekken, if I'm like looking at it from that perspective. Like, these people aren't silly. They're like a multi-billion-dollar company probably. They have resources to hire people and sit there all day and think about what's best for the game. Like, direction-wise. Maybe they don't really care about the current pros. Maybe they're caring about like the future pros, you know, the ones that we're not hearing about. Who knows, you know? Who knows? He still didn't say the 10 bad sentences. I'm not even close to it. that's as bad I'm gonna get, Parody. I'm not going to let you spend 3 months. I'm not gonna let you spend 3 months. That's gonna be a choice you wanna do. I'll just be patient for the fix patch coming mid-April. Oh, there's definitely going to be a fix patch, though. They can't let the game totally die at one point, right? They have to... Like, if the whole community goes from, I don't know, 7,000 to 1, that's not good for them. They'll probably be prepared to give up some things. But I was like thinking about all the changes. Like, realistically, every change they made is good. The only one that people complain about, it's not the new moves of a character. That's not what people don't like. It's the fact that the new moves, maybe the frame data of the new moves is a little too skewed one way for the person that plays that character. And there's no like way to get out of some of that stuff, apparently, right? Like, that to me is not... There's nothing wrong with that. It's just, okay, they just need to fix up some frame data. It's not a big deal. Fix up some frame data or allow for certain moves to be able to... I really think it's just frame data, is it not? I don't think there's any other answer to that. I don't think they need to delete the move. The move's fine. It looks cool. I'm just thinking of that Jack 8 move right now. Steve's got some interesting ones too. Critical hit. That looks pretty good. I have a crazy idea. I think they should have unique block spark for when they use a plus frame move. I think that would help a lot of new players to not click the wrong time. See, that would be cool for people that don't have to go outside the game to learn the frames or go to replay all the time. And then you just get used to your like attacks. What attacks you use depending on like what you're seeing. Could work. Harada apparently doesn't like frames. He's trying to solve the issue of how can you make a fighting game where people don't study frames, so everybody is on like a level playing field. I think that's what he's trying to solve. But it's hard, right? They have the resources but don't care about current players. Yeah, I think that may be in that. They're not of the strategy of let's make our current community happy. They're thinking about their future community. They're thinking about their future community. But it's a risk. It's a massive risk. But having said that, also apparently a lot of when Tekken 7 was out, I've been doing some research. Apparently during when Tekken 7 was out, these people still weren't happy. So I'm not sure if you can make everyone happy, I guess is the way to say that. They just want us to buy the batch will be a bug fixes and some frame edits from Jack. Oh yeah, that mid-April one's just Paul and Jack from memory, unless they slide some new characters in. It's, you know what? I just remember I've said this before, my experience of playing Tekken 8 when I was deciding whether this game is worth me buying and playing. Obviously I looked online and then the first thing I got was Arslan Ash talking like bad about the game and then some other dude talking bad about the game. And it actually was like, I was so close to not playing that game. I was like, oh, okay, I guess I'll wait for Tekken 9 or something. That's kind of what went through my head. You know? And to be honest, my experience of the game was nothing like what they said. And it's because I'm not a pro, right? And I feel like there's a lot of people that are probably like that, you know? But maybe they don't actually pick up the game and play it, you know? And that's a loss. Because you never know. Maybe they'll actually like it. Because it's just one person's opinion, right? Or in this case, a group of people's opinion. And I think the more that people say stuff about it, the more that people want to agree with them. You know? Like, no one wants to do an L take. They all want to do like a W take, right? So if everyone's saying it's bad, then if you say, well, I don't think that's the case, it's kind of like people are being trained up for it. I'm sure there's people that like Tekken regardless of what's happening. You know, but you don't hear that. I think this dude's done. I got him. Oh, no I didn't. Less tracking too. The clear spark when you use a plus frame would also help with that Harada ones too. I think that's a good idea. I think visual cues that do that would be cool. Depending that they're like subtle enough to not fully distract you. They can't have pros in the future if they follow this formula, because once newbies get good, they hate the game like us. What's the easiest fighting game out there that's got esports? See, Street Fighter gets lucky with their stuff. Minimal frame knowledge is required, really, kind of minimal. Very few characters, so you don't have to learn a lot. And its kind of difficulty is locked behind its execution and trying to hit confirm stuff. And they don't really have to touch that. Tekken's got just so many moves, and then the 3D thing, they can't really just copy them. They have to try and work out how to apply the 2D thing that's so successful to a 3D game without making it boring for those people that love those like super exciting, quick, fast, action on action fighting games, which seems to be the majority of the people that play the other ones, like the 2D ones. They're like, if you look at the animations that go on in those games, I mean, look at this one. It's just non-stop action. I don't have to worry about the frame data of like Mega Man right now. Like maybe a pro would. It's just fun, and I can get better at like aiming and what moves it do, when to block, when to grab him. Like there's a bunch of little things I can improve in, and that's fun. I guess they want that for Tekken, right? Where someone can just pick it up new and enjoy. Hey Gear, what is happening? Someone I follow right now is playing Tekken 7 instead of 8. PDX quit. So everyone's quitting. PDX quit. That's what's happened. Soul Calibur is easy. Hold on, let me read this. They don't have... Oh, Soul Calibur is easy as well. This is a wide range of difficulty on characters. I mean, I'll be interested to see what people do on Mortal Kombat. That's the game I'm not sure on. It kind of feels easy, but I don't know if it's easy. But it's 2D. Maybe instead of grey puff of smoke on blocking can be a blue puff of smoke. That seems subtle enough. They have a mini way to see it at the moment, Karathas. It's the character, like, flinches. That's fine, but they don't flinch all the time. They just need different flinch animations for the different frames. Like, if it's not your turn and you just got hit, just sign of damage could be it. It doesn't have to be a flashy light. Just sign of damage. Like, if I was to punch someone and they block it, right? And I punched them really, really hard, they're not going to just stand there. They're going to have something happen, you know? Some sort of flinch reaction will happen. And then maybe that's the reaction that they determine, okay, it's still their turn. Or it's no longer your turn. So if they block it and just seem to be pretty good, ready to fight, okay, it must be their turn to fight. Their frames. But if they like fully stumble back, maybe it's not their turn. Which has a little bit of that, but I don't know. It's not as consistent. The flinches are not consistent enough. Tease is streaming Tekken 7. I played 7 too. The boycott is already 5,000 plus. How many are in Tekken 7 now? Because like yesterday there was 3 people watching Tekken 7 and 4 people streaming it. I'd be interested to see how many are there now. That's the thing. Tekken 7 exists, right? So I don't know. If people want to play Tekken 7, play Tekken 7. That's a good way to indicate to the devs. And who knows? Maybe they like do updates on Tekken 7. I'd have no problem with that. They could run 2 games for all I care. And then work them side by side. See which one is really better for their sales. Imagine remastered Tekken 7 with all the characters. It's possible. There should have been the sign when Gigas didn't make his return. I like that. Pip, old boy at Blazy. Is Blazy there? Oh, there you are. You got the same color as Karathas. Hey, Blazy. Sorry that I missed you. I kind of assumed it was Karathas. Well. Welcome. Nice emotes. Let's do this. Also, Def Jam isn't too hard to understand. It makes a regular appearance at CEO every year. Ah. So an easy fighting game still can make it as an esport. So then the question is why? Because if it's still there and people are playing it and trying to get good at it, even though it's easy, then maybe that's a formula. Me personally, I'm not a fan of the easiest fighting games. I'm not a fan of ones where you just have to click the button like square, square, square over and over and over. And it's all about blocking. I do like execution in my fighting games, but you know, I play all of them. So when I want to play like an easy one, I switch to an easy one. Tekken 7 has 664 players on Steam. Tekken 8 has over 5,000 at the moment. What about on Twitch though?
Ready? Go!
You change color pink now? It suits you. I don't know, I just wanted to say that. Tekken 7 feels great to play, but Ling there is limited. She lacks many transitions. Oh yeah, a lot of our moves don't exist. It actually is interesting seeing what her like classic moves are. It's really good for developing your small Tekken. If there's a game, easy or no, people want to be the best at it. That's true. Look at the Dragon Ball Z games. They're kind of easy. But people want to optimize them. If I was a pro, I would focus on the game that paid the most. Like if I was like a pro fighting game player and I was trying to like work out what I'm going to be doing, I'd be going on the game that pays the most. And if that was the easiest game in the like market, so be it. Like that's the one I'd be practicing. What's going to be interesting is when that League fighting game comes soon. I think it's League. 2XKO or something. 2-0 KO, something like that. Naruto is easy, but is it a fighting game? It kind of is. It kind of is. It was well done for an anime fighting game too, like the animations and everything. Who among these spirits can float in the air? Oh. Purple Pikmin. Yellow Pikmin. Clearly the winged Pikmin, right? I feel like that's obvious. Critical health healing, sounds good. Whoops. Oh, we didn't know League was doing a fighting game 2D or 3D. It's going to be 2D. 4 streamers, 23 views. Okay, thanks for the question. So it's still not popping off yet on Twitch. I feel like there's going to be a FDX over there soon though. The problem with... That's the problem with focused on one game as a content creator. I laugh about it because it doesn't matter for me, but if you're playing a game and it dies out, so does too your career in content creation if you don't have a way to like move your audience. That's why I don't go fully hard on any particular game. And I don't go full hard on the news of a game. It gets your views. I don't know, it's like a double-edged sword. You can get the views, but then you run the risk that you can't transition people later. But then if you don't get the views, you don't have anyone to... You don't have an audience, so... I didn't know League... Oh, sorry, reread it. It looks like it's pretty good there, Crafters. You should have a look. I'm pretty certain it's a League of Legends character fighting game. 2D. It looks promising. It looks promising. I feel like they might put that League money into it. So that might be the one that beats Street Fighter 6 depending how it's done. But I haven't done a lot of research on it yet to really like analyze it. I think I'll go this one. Slow but super armor. Oh no, wait up. We need a green one. Tekken 7 feels... Oh, I reread that. Foot attack, special move, and freezy. Hey Jay-Z, welcome, welcome, welcome. Wow, there's a few people that came to that. I appreciate that, everyone. Like, it means a lot. Even if it's for a short period of time, it's still nice that you guys came by and said hello. I prefer the game with Gigas in it, to be honest. I mean, when you got that favorite character, right? It's so bad when they're not there. That's a little bit of when I try and pick my fighting game characters now, I try and be like this one maybe not so smart, but I think when I do Mortal Kombat, I'm going to pick one that existed in all the games just because I don't want to relearn a character when the next game comes out. Like, I don't want to be in your situation with a Gigas where you know a character really well and they're just like, damn it, they didn't bring him back yet. Now you got to like learn a new dude. But at the cost of maybe you don't get to play your favorite character too, right? Like, Kratos is in one of the Mortal Kombat games. Kratos was a DLC character. Cool character, but like guaranteed never coming back to any of the other series. Unfortunately. Same for this Conan. Conan in the new Mortal Kombat. I'm pretty certain he's not going to be in the new ones. So you just hope that your skills transfer over. Even if Tekken 7 was the better game, I would rather play the current game that's going to get updates. Not really interested in a game that's no longer being supported. Well, that was my thing. They could technically afford to support Tekken 7. And they could run a trial. If they haven't already. You know, they could do like a rework on Tekken 7. Keep it going. It would be totally like weird. Which spirit usually sells furniture? The shop owner or the fox? I mean, I feel like it's a shop owner. But if I'm looking at the map, I feel like it's going to be the fox. I'm going to go with... not my gut. I'm going to go with the fact that the map doesn't go right. I prefer the game of Kias. Welcome, Jay-Z. Conan O'Brien? I also play Steve and Shaheen, but Gigas is my guy. Oh, cool. At least you got some backups. Make Tekken 7 free. Oh, Oh yeah, free to play with updates. They could do like, I mean, it's already made, right? Like it wouldn't cost that much. Yeah, they would have to support it, but if it's meant to be some like already polished game, you would think it wouldn't require too many like updates, right? And then they could just release a new character. And that same character could be in Tekken 8 as an example. Hopefully that was the right answer. These are some stupid ideas maybe, but it's an idea. It could fix their situation. I got it right, see? I used deduction to solve that. I didn't know the answer. I just was looking at the map and I felt like the shop owner was the answer. But then I was like, it looks like a dead end over there. Never played the game with the Fox sells furniture. Boss, Galaga, Rob? Ooh, Rob's meant to be pretty decent. Most game companies should do free weekends for the older titles on occasion. Yeah, that would be cool. I mean, I think the old titles they should actually make available too. You know how hard it is to play an old Tekken game these days? Very hard. Very hard. I'd play Mortal Kombat if it was Conan O'Brien. Oh, if Conan O'Brien was in Mortal Kombat, you would play it. That's an interesting choice of a character. So have you guys stayed up to date with the news of, what's the game? The new one that's coming out, end of April. The King of Fighters game. Oh, Fatal Fury, City of Wolves. You guys seen the updates that's happened with that game recently? Like in the last 3 days? If you haven't, they have released another new character that they're going to drop when the game comes out. So before this, they were releasing Cristiano Ronaldo. Okay, so you're not fully up to date, Parody. Okay, so they put Cristiano Ronaldo in the game. And everyone's like, what the heck? But I mean, it's Cristiano Ronaldo, one of the most famous footballers on the planet. Okay, we get it. And it's a game mostly played in South America anyway, so we get it. They got ISO speed? No. They put some Salvatore or something. He's like a singer. Has like 23 million views on his songs. They just got like a YouTube singer, I guess, or like a South American singer. I don't know. There's some singer that they put in the game as a character. And it's not like an obvious one that everyone knows. It's not like that. It's like, I don't know. He must be popular somewhere, obviously, but it's not the best choice in terms of a fighting game character. Like this one is definitely like weird. You just like, firstly, who is that if you're not from that like market? And then secondly, when you find out he's a singer, you're like, okay, so now we got a singer. So we got Cristiano Ronaldo and now we got a singer. And the singer's like doing all these like moves. I don't know, that's telling me there's too much mismatch in that game. I already called that game. That game's not going to be good for full price. That game is going to be a game you buy when it's significantly discounted. Then you'll enjoy it for its price, but not a new game. I wouldn't be spending like brand new for that. I can kind of tell because they haven't shown any like story stuff, so you know the story is going to be like 2D art, maybe not even animations. The gameplay is pretty much Street Fighter 6, but the graphics are not as good. Character choice is alright, like they got variety in characters, if you like variety in characters, but it's some odd variety too, right? Interesting though. But yeah, go check that one out on YouTube. It doesn't make you want to buy the game, if I'm being honest, unless you're a mad fan of that dude. I'll have to probably kill these spirits regardless, because we need to clear the dungeon anyway. ISO speed would have been weird, but it kind of would have... I would understand it to a point as well. I'd be like, alright, they're going for that market. They still don't, like, a UFC fighter you would think would be maybe one of the, like, how about this? There's a family that created Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu called the Gracies. There's like a few of them that are around. Putting one of them in the game would make sense. Like Hicks and Gracie or something. That would make sense. Like if people like, who's this character? And they did a little bit of research, they'd be like, oh, they're like, he's like a dude that created Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, or he's the son of the dude that created Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. That makes sense. The meme advertising would be crazy if they used ISO speed. Yeah, true. It probably would have been cheaper too. I'm assuming a professional singer is probably not cheap. Street Fighter from Wish, it may be that. I like King of Fighters, and the old King of Fighters gameplay is not as nice as Fatal Fury's gameplay, but the problem is you got Street Fighter 6. You know, so for a King of Fighters game, it's good. But you got Street Fighter 6, which just does stuff better and is still like got characters. So I don't think it's going to overtake it. Which spirit is it? Nopon? Tora? Starlo? I feel like it's that dude. Or him. Or... I just got the feels that it's this dude. No one knows? Okay. I had a horrible streak in Tekken yesterday. I went from halfway through Fujin to 1 win above demotion into Flame Ruler in 1 session. Interestingly, there's a dude that was God of Destruction in Season 1. He was grinding for 8 hours today. He finished up at Kishin. So that might be why. You might have some God of Destructions in blue ranks right now. And struggling to get out of Kishin. Like, win a few and then you just get like some really good Lars or Jackade or insert new really cool character and then just takes all their points away. Wow, it was. I played Xenoblade Chronicles, which that dude's from, and I just had this feel that he was called a Nopon or whatever they said. Yeah, but who knows Gracie's besides Hoyce and Hickson? Yeah, but I mean, it's not like, yeah, it's not going to bring sales, right? But it would make sense for a fighting game. Or like, what about like Brock Lesnar? He like, or like, maybe not him anymore. Someone that's famous from the UFC or WWE that kind of would make sense in a fighting game. Which spirit is the King of Twilight? I mean, he's the Twilight Princess, apparently. Surely it's not him. I get the feels it's this dude. He looks like a King of Twilight. And it says that he's the Twilight Princess. So he can't be it. It's definitely not him. He looks like a henchman. He doesn't look like a king. It's gotta be this dude. That's my guess. I know Kron Gracie. Oh, you do? You must do some jiu-jitsu. You know quite a few here, Gear. What belt are you, Gear? What's your true Tekken rank? Not your online Tekken rank, your real life Tekken rank.
Ready? Go!
That's your sign, my brother. Go add your name in the list. Yeah, Jay-Z, that's it. Soon Jay-Z's will be like, I quit Tekken 8. Oh, no, why I quit Tekken 8. I'm quitting Tekken 8, guys. Let's shoot. I feel like this will go good. Okay. Ooh. I do like this map. Lots of stuff moving around. GG's. Thanks, Vani. The dull, boring one who got slept by Bryce Mitchell of all people. Are you saying Kron Gracie's the dull, boring one? I haven't really kept up with him. He wasn't my favorite. I liked the other dude. What was his name? I actually got signatures from them. Oh, actually, you're gonna like this. I'll be back in a second. Sorry to the people in the the YouTube video, but this will be exciting for you too. I'm back. So, I have like this. I used to sign up to Gracie University. And like one day they like sent me this thing. Hold on, let me do it properly. Yeah, it's like a special edition gi. But the coolest thing about it is that they signed it. Hoyle Gracie signed it, apparently. Who knows, but I think I even got Pedro Sawyer signing it somewhere. I went to one of his seminars. If you don't know who these people are, they're like famous jiu-jitsu dudes. I definitely got a gi signed by another dude, but I guess it's not on this one. Might be on the pants or something. But yeah, it looks pretty sick. Kind of fancy. And the cool thing about it, inside the pocket, it's got like their like tenants. I don't know. You won't be able to read that, but kind of cool. I do not consider myself a fighter. I'm a teacher of fights to prove what I believe in. And then it's got a bunch of people there. I guess it's the like lineage of jiu-jitsu, maybe. Kind of cool. Kind of cool. Yeah, I also got a shirt that says Gracie that has 2 signatures from the 2 sons of Hickson on it. I forget their names, but they're on it. Have I ever met Hickson? I'm trying to think. See, I used to go to jiu-jitsu seminars, so I've met a couple, but I forget who I paid for. But I don't think I met Hickson. I may have gone to a seminar, but I definitely remember I went to a Pedro Sawyer seminar. I'm pretty certain he signed something of mine. I just don't know what I got him to sign. I never kept track of it. I probably have it somewhere in this house. And then the other one I got signed was John Danaher, if anyone knows him. Okay, that was the wrong spirit. But yeah, I've never worn that gi. I keep it real safe. I was trying to like frame it, but then to like frame it, kind of not worth it. So I just keep it like in a safe place. Well, they are going to patch Jackade and Paul. No confirmation of anything else. I don't have much faith. Just need to learn to play within the new style play. That's pretty much what I'm doing too. I'm still pretty certain the moves are avoidable. Or it's not, maybe it's not avoiding the moves after them. Maybe it's avoiding the moves before they do them. And there's some of the Jack 8 moves you definitely can like hit him before he does the stuff. So you have to improve your like reflex, I guess. Which is annoying, but at least it's not totally impossible. But if they make it easier, then that's cool. White belt, basically. Oh, you're a white belt? Yeah, I got to blue belt. I have stripes, if those count, but blue belt. A blue belt close to purple is where I left it at, but then COVID happened. And COVID and grappling just don't go hand in hand, so that's sort of, I haven't gone back ever since then. But I mean, blue belt's a good spot to like get to. You know enough to defend yourself, but it's like, you don't forget as well, so that's good. And I have to try and work out where I was up to in the chat, my bad. Well, this is not the Twilight, not the Prince of, I guess it's this dude. If it's the NPC looking dude, I'll be so shocked. It's nice to not give up, but they're gonna patch it like Clive safe moves. That's true, that's probably what's gonna happen. Does anyone here have anything like cool? Like, did anyone here meet anyone that like is famous or that they, you know, idolize or get like signatures from anyone? Anyone got a story like that? The most famous people I've ever met are fighters. They're essentially the most famous ones I've ever met. I never met anyone outside that, like personally. You want to share it there, Varney, then? Who did you meet? Varney's like, well, they're my brother. Oh, you met a band in real life. Wow. The band Codaline. I don't personally. Does anyone else know them? It's still, I'm sure not everyone knows who I was talking about either though, right? That's pretty cool though. How did you meet them? Did you like buy a backstage pass, or you were just like shopping at your local supermarket and all 4 of them just walked in? Green Ninja is here. That's pretty sick. Concert. Okay. I got a game with Big Joey, a TFT YouTuber. That's all I got. My friend met GSP though. Ooh. I don't know Big Joey, but I know GSP. That's pretty cool. He's almost like, he was like, I would still say he's the GOAT. That dude puts so much effort into training. He used to drive 3 hours just to train. I met his coach. That's the closest I got to GSP. I went to school with famous sports players, but I think that would get close to doing. That's your closest you've gotten. I mean, if you search them out, I guess it happens, but Gear's getting outclassed right now. Doxing. Who's doxing? Doxing because you that would get close to doxing myself. Famous sports player. Oh yeah. Carruthers went to school with a famous sports player. I'm sure we will be able to work out where he is. Unless the UK's only got one famous sports player, I think you're safe. So you got all the soccer players there, right? I met Misha Tate in real life. I don't know if you guys know her. She was like a woman's UFC fighter. When Ronda Rousey was fighting, she was like one of her main competitors. I had the opportunity to roll with her, like grapple with her, but I was too shy to, so I didn't ask her. But she was there. Her Muay Thai coach used to be the coach of the place that we trained at. That's doxing myself, but whatever. One of her Muay Thai coaches. You can find her full history. I met Maris Breedis and Alexander Usyk, the boxers. Whoa.
Ready?
That's crazy. You met two of them. Imagine if one of you just comes in here and it's like, oh yeah, I know all these people. It's like, oh, I guess we know who's in the entertainment industry. He said my friend had good defense as well. Nice, that's cool. He wouldn't be saying that. See, that's what the great thing about combat sports is you can go meet your idols. Like you could probably go train with your idols. Like they either run a coaching class or they're in the class. It's very common. You can't do that if you like playing basketball. You can't just go join like a local basketball club and then you're gonna have like LeBron there or something. That's what I liked about any of the combat sports. They might not always be prepared to train with you, but you know, you see them around. Football dude, not soccer. It's soccer here, Carruthers, though. It's soccer here. You know what football is here, Carruthers? Which, I get it. I say the same as you. But I've been adjusted to Australian culture now. Football here is rugby. Can you believe it? And then the people that like actual real football complain about that, but media doesn't change it. I don't get it. I don't get why they sold the same sport as a different sport as the same name. Wow, these are just not getting launched. If he hits the ult, we're dead. We're safe. Oh, rip. If we hit our ult, we're good. Nope. Okay, cool. You have a picture of Manny Pacquiao when I was 9. Does that count? That counts. Wow, that's pretty good. He would have been in his prime then too. We have a lot of boxers here. A lot of people like boxing. Yeah, that definitely does. That's probably the most famous person. Hey, except for the band. I'm not sure on your band though. How is football rugby? Do you use your feet to carry the ball in Australia? No, but that's what they call it. That's what they call it. I didn't make it. I'm just passing on the info. This is a massive dungeon. Oh, we're over time, everybody. Well, unfortunately, everybody on YouTube, that is our day for Super Smash. We cleared a lot. Who knows what this dungeon's about? I feel like this darkness world is going to take equally as long. Look at this. Hopefully it stops. But it seemed like we got to a dungeon pretty quick. So maybe there's like 3 dungeons and there's GG and then it goes on to like the final bosses. We'll see. We'll see, but we got that tomorrow to do. So hopefully you'll be here and we'll keep the grind up. But otherwise, I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.